We've been doing the Cornstalk for Kids production of The Little Mermaid Jr., and I play Sebastian the Crab, and right now we are in between shows, and I'm in the midst of taking off all the red makeup, and now I'm just left with a lot of glitter that'll come off in the shower.
Well, I've always wanted to be in a Disney show my entire life. One of the things I've always wanted to do is theater. I love it. Disney is one of my favorite things. You can even ask my parents. I can recite Disney routines in movies.
I play Scuttle in our version of The Little Mermaid. Scuttle is this really crazy, really dotty bird that Ariel tags along with. He's always teaching her, she in this case, is always teaching her about all this different human stuff, as like in the song that Scuttle's introduced with called Human Stuff. And he always makes up different names because he really doesn't know what he's talking about, but it's fun.
When there were auditions for The Little Mermaid, I knew I had to do this because I had been in 2 productions before this, and it was so much fun, I wanted to do it again.
I got involved because Heather, who's a friend of mine, told me that they needed more guys for the show. She told me I should come out and audition, so I just kind of showed up at the last minute.
Playing the villain, especially in a Disney show, is so fun. Disney has such a way of building characters, and I think having the opportunity to play a character who's so layered. I think a lot of times people look at Ursula and she's just this fat squid that no one cares about and wish would die and everyone cheers at the end. But when I look at Ursula, I see someone who has had a hard past, and it's so fun to get to create my kind of Ursula. I like to think that I play Ursula very differently than the Disney version does, but still keeping the Ursula essence and the Ursula persona. I really wanted to be a villain just because I wanted to push myself. Believe it or not, I'm nice in real life sometimes. So I wanted to push my acting abilities and try and channel that inner evil and be a really good parallel to Ariel. I think it's so awesome when you have a dark character in a show that really parallels the protagonist of the story, because it just adds so much depth to what you're doing on stage.
I've been acting as a sailor, and I also get in there as Chef Louis, the crazy chef that wants to kill Sebastian and just eat him up. And so yeah, I'm like obsessed with fish and crab, anything to do with the sea creatures in the sea. And so I just want to take them all up and just eat them all.
I am a mermaid. I'm Adela. I'm pretty much the best mermaid. And I have red shells. And this whole process has been kind of like a really big process. And there's lots of different creatures and fishies and not rainbows and colors. And it's just a big, lively, beautiful production.
My favorite part of the show is the grotto blow up, just because that whole, just the sound effects in line with the whole entire thing, it just sounds awesome. I come into the grotto, I say Ariel, and then I notice all the stuff that's around, her whole collection. I say, what is all this? And she starts, trying to tell it to me like, understand, and I'm just rejecting her completely, saying, no, this is human junk, I won't deal with this. And then she keeps rejecting me to the point where I have to say, you know what, no, just boom. And I blow up the whole entire thing.
If I could pick one part of the show that was my favorite, it would be when I sang She's in Love. It's just fun to move around, and I love singing.
I know the king is always supposed to be up and tall and mighty, but in this one he's kind of more soft because he has 7 daughters, he's old, he's tired.
Oh, favorite scene in the show? That's tough. It's a tie between the dance in one step and then the final fight scene.
I like my costume a lot because it's comfortable and it actually looks like Flounder.
The most difficult part has been being quiet, probably, yeah.
If I could have Chef Louis doing anything, I would have flames coming off of my hands and just boom.
I was really, really nervous at my audition.
I know that this is my first community production. I know that I'm younger than I look. People come to me, ask questions, and I don't know them because it's my first show.
Community theater is just so much fun. Just everything about it, the rehearsals, the performing, all the people involved, it's just such a great time.
If I had to go upstage just by myself, just being me, it would be a lot harder. But when you get to be a different character, when you get to create a new version of yourself on stage for the audience and watching their reactions and getting laughs, it is the biggest rush. There's so much adrenaline, and even though you're terrified, there's something so beautiful about that terror, because you channel that into something completely different. And just hearing the applause and hearing people's feedback, and like, I really liked when you did this, or man, you were so good. It really brings a new sense of confidence to who you are as a person.
I got involved because I just love Little Mermaid. I love Disney princess movies. I love Disney in general. It's kind of my favorite thing in the world. And I really wanted to just try being in this because I've never actually been in a Disney show, I don't think. No, yeah, I haven't. So it was a really fun opportunity.
If I had a friend that just was asking me why I'm joining and why I'm in theater, I tell him because it's a ton of fun and you don't get that experience anywhere else, as much fun as it is, and you get to use all your talents in the show. And so, yeah.
I never forget the first time I re-auditioned for community. I auditioned when I was in 6th grade and I didn't make it, so then I didn't think I was good enough and I was like, I can't do this, too nervous. And then I auditioned in the fall for a different community show and I made it, and I was so afraid everyone was gonna hate me because I have this complex where I think everyone hates me, typical villain complex, whatever. But everyone in theater world is just so welcoming, and you really do get to be a family with the people that you're with. And especially in this show, I have made so many relationships that I truly hope continue on even past Little Mermaid.
It's the one place where I'm most accepted. I can really be myself around other people who like what this is and who appreciate what we're doing here. And whenever I get that feeling of going on stage and seeing all those people, and then afterwards even, when like they clap for us, and when they come out and say, oh, you did such a great job, you know, you made me laugh. I love making people laugh, so that's a big part of it.
It's a lot of fun and it's character building.
I feel like everyone should try it. If they are considering it, just give it a try. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to do it again.
Believe in yourself and really work at it, because you can. If you set your mind to it, you definitely can. You know, I didn't think I was good enough for community theater, and here I am playing a role I've always wanted to play. So I just encourage you, it's a huge blessing to be in theater, and it's so much fun.